Yeah. Well, I approve of that. I approve of that logo. I have cufflinks just like it. I approve sincerely. Game introduction. Last week I got my hands on an ancient treasure map which I won in a card game. The map describes the ruins of... oh no. See, I don't know where the syllables are. I'm going to assume it's Athemore. Rumours say that the crown of... oh no, it's even worse. Charhills might still be inside a dungeon somewhere. They say that the crown is made of gold and has jewels engraved around it. If I can manage to get my hands on the crown, I can retire for good. However, rumours state that the place is haunted, and no one has ever returned. Unfortunately, the map was stolen from me. I bet Geoffrey and his clumsy crew have something to do with it. Ever since I left the guild, these fools have been having a hard time setting up a new expedition on their own. I am far better off working alone. They are a few days ahead of me, and I am leaving tomorrow morning. Hopefully they have not inquired the crown yet. Goodness, it sounds like Skyrim. How to play the game? As you progress, you will find some interesting objects. Some objects are collectibles, and some are readables. The crosshair will turn green if the object is of interest. Goodness, I'm glad to know that the crosshair is tied into my player character's subjective interests. Also, watch out for dangers such as traps and enemies. You will die instantly if you are not observant. Luckily, there are several checkpoints throughout the dungeon. Of that I am grateful. Right, I can run about, I can jump, I can turn light on, I can interact, I can open a map when I eventually get the thing back in my mittens. And are there any funny controls or buttons that we can press with? Well, I can press all of the wrong buttons and waste loads of time. And keep the voices up a bit because they're nearly always too quiet. Right then, let's play the game and hope that there are some sounds to drown out my infernal prattle as we progress through the adventure. Goodness, do I have the map? I don't have the map. Well, thank you for answering my question. I do, however, have a compass. Right then. Goodness, I hope I didn't land on that. That would be, rather uncomfortable. Alright then. I am not leaving without the crown. Yes, indeed. I will not leave this blockbuster video store until I have been given the DVDs I have requested. Right then, what's this? A big walloping stick? Yes, it is. It is a lovely walloping stick. I really feel I should take that for the sake of defending myself from, various monsters. Goodness, that's very nicely detailed. I like the lighting and the little shadows that dance around. They're done very professionally. I approve. Ah, excellent. I also approve of this booze, which I can use for celebrations when I return. Curious. So we've got a sort of a red cross, which might imply an English flag, but we've also got a, is that a fleur-de-lis? I don't think that's a fleur-de-lis. I think a fleur-de-lis is something vaguely similar, but also quite different, which would imply France. But never mind. Maybe the Franco, oh goodness, what was it called? The Franco-British Union? Is it called the Franco-Angelic Union? I can't remember what it was called. It was a fascinating bit of history which nobody remembers. The barbaric savages have taken over the northern town of Witherbrook. Fresh reports indicate that only a few troops managed to escape in time. During the failed defense of Witherbrook, to break their further advance, we must now strengthen the stronghold at Southbury. Send reinforcements as soon as possible. They have to be stopped. General Caldus. Goodness, how exciting. Can I have the light back, please? Thank you. Goodness, a good thing I didn't land on these as well. Man alive. Look at the detailing on those handles. Sorry, I know this is just like the first room and you want me to get on with the infernal game and all, but at the same time, this is detailed and beautiful, and a lot of these rocks are floating. But never mind. Never mind. It did say this place was haunted. It would naturally have a few spookinesses in it. Right then, allow us to proceed down the corridor and see what we can find. I'm alive. It's like being Lara Croft or Indiana Jones. I'm going to go on an adventure. I'm not a small Bruce Wayne. Shock horror. I am not scared of bats. You cannot spook me with a bat. Alright then, let's see if we've got anything else in this room. We have a little table, upon which there is nothing, and my disappointment is immeasurable. Alright then. Hello. Can I crouch at all? Was that a thing I could do? Don't think I can. Hello. Poor soul. She didn't make it far, but what killed her? I don't know. Let's read some of her things and find out. Day 1. I finally have the map in my possession. Jeffrey, Aldred, and I are planning to head south for, how did I pronounce it earlier? Athemore. Tomorrow. Hopefully that fool, me it seems, my name is Jerome, won't be on our trail. He sees himself as superior to everybody. Day 2. We have finally arrived. It took most of the day to get here. However, to our misfortune, the main entrance was blocked by heavy boulders. This place has been undisturbed for possibly thousands of years, and you expect it just to waltz in? Alright. After a thorough search, we found a crevice in the ground. We began immediately our descent into the ruins with much anticipation and eagerness. We have been exploring the first few rooms, and even though the map is old, the illustrations of different rooms and corridors are fairly easy to read. Some even have specific names. And I'm going to guess that bizarrely the map is going to be in English, despite the fact that this is probably some sort of ancient Egyptian tomb or something. Let me see. The rumours about many ill fates and other terrible folklore stories about this place just adds to the creepy atmosphere. I haven't heard from the others for quite a while, and I am getting more anxious by the hour. They told that fly that if it lands on my cheekbone again, it shall get punched in the face rather hard. Goodness sake. They told me to stay put in the armory, but I have decided to go look for them. I had better go looking for them right now. I found Jeffrey in the corridor. He's dead. A spike trap got him. He didn't stand a chance. Was he really that careless, or was something chasing him? And where is Audrey? She has vanished without a trace. I called out for her, but there was no response. I cannot leave her behind, and I am too scared to delve any deeper on my own. These horrific voices are getting stuck in my mind. I wish I never entered this cursed place. I will pray for Audrey to make it out alive. I cannot take it any more. I am leaving. Well, your soul departed, but about the rest of you didn't. Alright then, let us have the map of mystery. Now, where did I enter from? You have acquired the map. Press M to toggle it on and off. Right then. I am guessing I'm in this blue place. The barracks, perhaps. Because we came down a long corridor, and I'm guessing that was an armory, given that it had some swords and the such like in it. Right then, golden plate. I will have this. Golden goblet. I shall have this as well. Goodness. Right then, I have acquired my first 220 pieces of loot. Excellent. I can put them in a box and then get some children addicted to gambling. Excellent. Alright then, let's go and see if we can find dearest Jeffrey. Imagine if... do you mind? I'm trying to describe a funny noise I heard using bizarre imagery. Imagine the sound a cow makes, a sort of mooing, a wistful mooing, if you like, being combined with the sound of a spring being stretched, an old, rusty spring being stretched. Imagine those sounds being combined somehow. That, I believe, is the sound we just heard. Hello, friends. You all seem quite dead. Golden candlestick. I shall have this as well. Perhaps I can stick my bit of, oh no, I was going to say stick my bit of wood in there, but no. No, not like that. For crying out loud, grow up, would you? I'll stick these candles in there, perhaps. Right then. Never mind any of that and any of the spooky pooky noises. Let's have a little explore and see what we can find. Where are we on the map now? We're in Spooksville. Right, it seems like the blue is representing where I currently am, which I feel is a little bit cheating, but never mind. Alright then, let me come in here and see Yeah, I think this is going to take me into the storage room, which presumably will have much more treasure in it. Excellent. I might be here for the crown because I want to retire, but goodness. You really didn't fare very well, did you? That's Jeffrey, alright. Can I walk into this without dying? Somehow I doubt it. I need to somehow deactivate this, I think. But mind you, this does say it only connects to one room, so maybe there isn't another room that I can access here. Alright then. Indeed. Let me be circumspect for tripwires and pressure plates and other such things which might cause me to fall over and die. I don't think this medieval spittoon here is going to kill me though, so it'll be alright. Alright, what have we here? An iron key. How exciting. Everything else around here is made of gold. I feel somewhat disappointed. Okay, well it wasn't a storage place for treasure, it was in fact a storage place for booze. I heard a little whisper. Is that a ghost in this box? How exciting. Is there a tripwire attached to this box somehow? I don't believe so, no. Alright then, I'm going to open it from behind just in case there's something inside which is going to kill me. Nope, it seems to be alright. A pair of golden goblets and another plate. Excellent! I can have a whole tea party by the end of this. Marvellous. I wonder where the checkpoints are. I really want to try and access that door, but I doubt it's going to work, because there's only the storage room attached to this corridor here on the map, so I doubt that there's an actual room there, otherwise it would be shown on the map, at least from a game design perspective. Alright then, let's continue. That wall seemed to fart at me, which isn't very pleasant. It's not very pleasant at all. Neither are these footsteps that I can hear behind me. Alright then. I was going to say I better keep my eyes out for laser tripwires as well, but then again, it's probably a little bit more advanced than I should be worrying about. Indeed. You know what, I'm just going to have a quick look on the map first. Where am I now? In the kitchen! Oh, good. Find a bit of dinner. Good, I like me a nice bit of dinner. Is there anything in here I can have a look at? There is something blue there. I think that might be a hole in the world, actually. I don't think that's like a sapphire or something of real interest that I should be concerned about. I might, however, want to be concerned about these spooky pokey noises that I can hear. Where does this lead? I think this is going to lead me into the halls of lost souls. Goodness, that sounds thrilling. Where's this kitchen? I have been promised ancient sausage rolls, and I will not leave until I have been satisfied. Where are these traps they mentioned? I'm getting paranoid looking for them and not seeing them anywhere. That's a nice touch. I don't quite know what that is. Whether that's like some kind of oxidization, or just a bit of mould. One does not know. We need more meat. Furthermore, the firewood is coming to an end. If I do not have it soon, the keepers will have to make do with bread and water. The king will not be pleased. Get to it. See that it is done. Indeed. Goodness. Nobody should be deprived of meat. That sounds very sad. I don't think they're going to want forced conversion to vegetarianism. I don't think the ancient people will be very into that. Right. This looks a little mysterious. I don't know, it just seems very out of place compared to everything else. It's so nicely wrapped. Alright then, we're not going to have any of these bits of pottery. Just going to poodle about. Kitty art. The sound design is very nice. The fact that there's a wooden didgeridoo missing from this wall is a little less nice. But never mind. You can't have everything. Again, I don't think that's a big sapphire that I should be concerned about. Okie dokie then. Maybe they thought it didn't matter because you'd have your feet glued to the floor, looking, your eyes glued to the floor, looking for the traps. Hello? I heard this was the Hall of Lost Souls. Is that like a lost and found department? Because I think I left mine somewhere a long time ago, back in my childhood, and I lost all my innocence. I ain't stepping on that. I ain't stepping on that either. Is that a shadow or is that a pressure plate? Can you see there's like a different colour there? I can jump. Can I? Giddy, I can jump like a gazelle. Alright, I'm gonna walk along the side here. Okay, it seems I somehow set fire to my bum. Okay, I didn't realise I could die to that. That's a new one. Okay then, let me just scoot across the side here. Yeah, there we are. It's like that bridge in Crash Bandicoot. Alright then, I don't actually think these are panels that are dangerous. I think they're just shadows being cast by the various whatnots and didgeridoo-dahs and all that jazz. Alright then. This pathway seems vaguely safe. I do, however, wish to try and return along this pathway, for I saw some treasure somewhere. I do like the sound design, it's done quite subtly. Right, I shall have a couple more goblets, please. I wonder if you could get past this, because those lights are off, so you could probably jump over and climb past, I reckon. But, that's pretty. That's very pretty indeed, I like that. Yes, perhaps you could climb past that trap without singeing your posterior, as so happened to me. But at least that tells me that the checkpoints are invisible, in the sense that there's no obvious cue to let me know that a checkpoint has happened. So if I die, I have no idea where I'm going to go back to, apart from the last place that I died. I'm not stepping on that. I ain't that stupid. I am quite stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Alright, let me quickly waltz around and see if there's anything on this little balcony that I should be interested in. So I can go down there. I do wonder if there is actually going to be a ghost at some point. You know, or some sort of ancient Egyptian mummy that's going to come along and chase me for not brushing my teeth before I went to bed, or something to that effect. I don't know, but this area is a bit bigger than I imagined it being. Oh, this is that little bridge that we just crossed over. Cool. Shall have another goblet, please, thank you. I say, these people are very untidy, aren't they? They don't really know how to put away their crockery and so forth after having a wee drink. Ooh, what have we here? Another goblet. Oh, only a silver one. I like the golden ones. Oh well, never mind. We can use that for any people that come to visit who we don't like. We can give them the silver goblet. Alright then, I think we've found just about everything we need to up here. So let's head down these steps and see what we can find. Hopefully we can track... No, that's just the fire burning, isn't it? That's not the, That's not any little footsteps of any little people. Any little demon monsters. And there was no more treasure around here, was there? It would seem not, no. So thus far, I haven't actually had to dodge any of the traps per se. I've been able to just sort of sidestep them carefully by picking my battles very carefully. He says, picking a different battle. I like this though. This is very atmospheric. And a silver plate. Good. Now the person that I don't like can have a sausage roll as well, along with their cup of wine. I should give them the mouldy sausage roll. I should give them all the wine, because I do not like wine. I find it rather unpleasant. Alright then. Let's see if there's anything else around here. I do not believe that there is. I believe we have fully plunderized this local area. No, we have not. I stand corrected. Another silver goblet. At least we're going to be well equipped for handling guests that we're not into. Here we are. Now we can have another nice guest. Excellent. Wouldn't want the ratio to get all out of whack. Speaking of whack, I'm going to whack whatever made that noise in a minute if it doesn't stop being quite so spooky. Alright, this looks rather exciting. Where does this lead? This leads down a big old corridor and into the cathedral where the crown might be. Very well. Let me just quickly see if I left anything behind here. I'm not particularly enthused about a high score. I just want to make sure that I can retire properly. Because admittedly being down here isn't doing much to increase my life expectancy, but oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. Good thing I can jump really far. Out of curiosity, do I jump further when I'm sprinting? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm not convinced. I'm sure. All right then. I doubt I can make it all the way to that one on my single jump. Why would you jump to that one, you masochist? Oh dear. Oh gosh, I can see something down there. Some giddy, a little block or something. Don't think it's a body. All right then. Only ever go at landing on this bit. I noticed. Alright then, where's it going to put me back to? I still have all of my loot. Oh good, I can just come straight back to this now and I'll go at this bit. Alright then. Huzzah! Huzzah! Well, fiddlesticks. That's what I get for not losing weight. Goodness sake. Perhaps I should have seen that coming. Oh, for goodness sake, now I can't even get over this bit again. Man alive, I was playing 2 platformers the other day and I sucked at them. I think the conclusion we have to come to is that I'm just rubbish at jumping. Alright, I'm going to look straight down and that way I can sort of line up the reticule with my goal. Idiot. Next time, mate, bring a whip, and then you can swing across. I hear that's what the experts do. Alright, now the bend might take me to the cathedral. I kind of want to go this way. That is a pressure plate. Or it's just a big trap and those rocks are going to fall down. One or the other. I don't particularly wish either to happen to me. Alright then. I think we're past the worst of the traps. No, that's clearly the cathedral. Alright then, so where does that extra corridor go off to? Is it just a dead end, or is there actually something of interest at the t'other end? Let me have a wee investigate and see. See if there's some extra rooms that aren't portrayed on the map. There certainly seem to be, unless it's just a different way to access the cathedral. Maybe it brings me up to like a balcony on the edge. We are certainly going up quite a ways. Some treasure. Ah, yes, I was entirely correct. Alright then. Piece of paper? No, another plate. Good. We have a severe imbalance of plates to sausage rolls, but other than that, everything's alright. Well, there is the... Oh, goodness, there's a ghost down there. There's a spooky, pokey ghost. There's something a bit interesting over there. Can't quite tell what that is. But, we'll get to that in just a wee second. There's some boards here. I could use them for fighting the ghosts. And again, if I wanted to fight, you'd think I'd have brought the, You'd have think I'd have brought one of them pikes with me from earlier. Alright. Sorry, I thought the ghost had followed me up for a moment. It was a little suspiciously close. Alright. Let us head back down to wherever it was that we came from. And then we shall get into the cathedral and see if we can sing a few hymns. I'm sure that's the loveliness which these ghosts have in store for me, and they're definitely not planning to knock my block off. According to the map, this has to be the cathedral. I better not let those restless souls see me. Can I crouch. Oh, I have this. I can press tab to do this. I don't know what this does, though, exactly. Maybe this is a chocolate bar that I've been eating as I progress through to keep my strength up. Can I turn my light off? Yes, I can. That will make me additionally sneaky. I don't believe I can crouch, in the sense that Control and C are doing not very much. Again with the spooky moo cow noise. Oh goodness, they actually have feet. Goodness, ghosts have feet. Reddit's going to make it weird. Oh goodness, I've gotten stuck on something. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh dear, there's a monster over there. I'd better come over here and get this cup. Thank you. Right then. There's something golden over there, other than the crown, I mean. I think it's another passageway. Oh goodness, a ghost's after me! How exactly do I get away from you? Ah, with my champion sprinting. Right, they've chased me away and they feel that they have succeeded, but really they have only delayed the inevitable. I am still going to steal your head-adorning device. I want to explore these bits off to the left and the right, because I feel like they're going to have more treasure in them. Just you trot off, mate. It's so dark, I can't see if there's anything here. There could be a massive trap here. No, I think it's... I'm sorry, what? Ah! I think I was being jump-scared, however it was so dark that I didn't notice. Goodness. I'm guessing they saw the light, which is a shame, because I really want to get those plates and cups and things. However, if it saves your treasure, then it might not matter. I'm convinced there's a ghost in there. I also can't see the treasure, which was once evidently present here. Give! Thank you. Goodness sake. The sparkly spangliness goes away after him. Oh goodness, there's a ghost there. So it would seem. Right then, let me... Okay, good. So it does remember my treasure. Assuming that my treasure counter doesn't get detracted at the end via the number of times I popped my socks. Alright then, I think we've got everything on the left. Let's everything on the right even. Let's have a wee look at everything on the left this time. And hope that there isn't a trap. Oh, there's some more treasure. Oh no, I left some treasure behind. Better get it. There we go. Those little sparkly bits disappear when you get a bit too close, so... Oh goodness, this ghost left him again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think turning the light on is a really dumb idea, but, you know. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly a member of Mensa. Right, let's have another go at that. I'm determined to get all of the treasure. I'm going to strip this place bare. These ghosts are going to need unemployment benefits by the time I'm done with them. Alright. That ghost is walking around exactly where I want to be, which is a bit of an irritant. And I can't turn the light on to try and find him, because... Oh no, there he goes, he's over there now. Anyway. For that will only attract him toward me. They're like moths. Alright then. I reckon... Giddy-odd. I reckon I'm a little too close for comfort. Goodness. You'd think these things were using stealth boys, they're so sneaky. Alright then, I think that's enough mucking about. Oh, one more piece of treasure to get me up to 3,000 now. I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the light on, I'm just going to sprint. Kids aren't. You kids are noisy. Just see if there was anything over here in this corner. No, there wasn't. This was a massive waste of time. Right then, I wish to have this, please. Huzzah! I have the crown. Oh, goodness. Now I'm dead again. Oh dear. I turned what should have been a Mission Impossible bit, where they come down on the string with all the music, into a Benny Hill sketch. Excellent work, old boy. Right then. I've got the crown now. I wouldn't mind having a look at that statue there. The design might help me figure out whereabouts we are. What is it a statue of? It's a statue of a gentleman with a big stick. And I think he's doing something underneath. Oh goodness. Look, he's putting a pair of headphones on me. Right, Gideon. I just want to have a look at the statue. Alright, I just want to have a wee look at the statue so we can figure out where we are. I doubt we're anywhere real. We're probably just in a fantasy world, but I mean, I'm in a fantasy world thinking that this entertainment is worth watching, but at the same time... Oh, for goodness sake, I've had it with you people. What is that? It is a serpent being stepped upon by a man. Goodness. The blasted geological instability was scarier than the spirits. Alright then. Goodness. Oh good, more treasure. Bring this up to a nice round number. Well, I mean, it's still not a round number, but it's over 8,000. Excellent. I can buy myself a Prius or something. Right then. Oh goodness! There is more. There is much more. I thought that would be the end. Okay, should I have gone up the ladder instead? I don't know where to go now. There are multiple pathways I can take. That one has a light. This one doesn't. I'll go down the light path first, and then we can go down the dark, evil path later. Ooh, that's spooky. Goodness, I thought it was all over. That's why I was screwing around so much. I wouldn't have been mucking about. Oh, giddy up. I wouldn't have been mucking about quite so much if I thought there was more to be done and more to be had, but alright. Should I have another candlestick, please? There's somebody scampering around. There really is someone scampering around. Just give. Thank you. Goodness. See, this game right here, goodness, that's an elaborate one. Does that graduate from a candlestick to a candelabra? One does not know. This game, I think, is a very nice example of how to do spookiness with sound rather than sight. Because I think too many games, especially too many... See what I mean? Too many indie games try to do spooky things with sight. Showing you spooky things with spooky lights and spooky character models and stuff. While I appreciate spooky lights and spooky character models, I genuinely do think that sound is the way to go. It's the bread to the ham sandwich. Yes, the ham might be what we're all there to see, but let's be honest, we won't be very happy if we don't have any bread involved. I see. I think I've lost weight through stress thus far, which meant that I didn't actually break any of them things. Alright, where am I now? I am on the Dothred Bridge, I think. Okay, fair enough. Dear, oh dear.
Don't worry. It's all in your mind.
Okay, that's nice to know. I have enough money to go visit the psychiatrist. See what I mean? That was a spook using sight, and it didn't work nearly as well as the spooks using sound. It wasn't a bad spook, but, you know. I see that somebody has already been through this area. Somebody has already looted this dungeon. Oh. Oh dear. That looks interesting. We'll get to that in a sweet second. Gideon. Where have you gone? You naughty man. Making me jump out of my skin and making me look silly. Goodness. I'm supposed to be good at playing... Well, I'm not really good at playing horror games. Just good at resisting jump scares. What did that do? Ooh, it opened a secret passageway. Secret area! Yes, I had figured that much out on my own. I am not very bright, but I'd worked that much out. Right then. I'll just collect a bit more treasure. And here's another box. See if it's got anything in it this time. I don't know why I keep standing off to the side. It's because I replayed Arkham Asylum recently, where there's that big box that you open, and there's that massive boxing glove inside that comes out and would punch you in the nose. And it's just reminded me to be a little bit cautious of gifts. Stealing myself another spook. Alright then, now we have got to the Southroad Bridge. Fair enough. Can we see anything out there? Not really. Just the empty void of emptiness and darkness. Oh dear, I'm going to sprint across this bit. Oh, giddy aunt, there's a hole in it. I mean, it's good that I sprinted across it, otherwise I probably would have miscalculated my jump. Here we go again. Calm down, my friend. Oh, goodness, most of the bridge has fallen away. Dear, oh dear. I do feel like that would be the main... That must be a massive danger when people are, like, exploring Egyptian tombs and things. Just the fact that all of that rock has just been sitting there for probably a couple of 1,000 years. Must make it all very unstable. And very likely it will cave in. Because not only have you got to deal with any traps that might really be there, you've just got to deal with the malfunctioning nature of the place that you're in. I feel like I could go down there, but I'm not sure it would achieve a great deal. Pipes and sewer. Alright, let me just walk up this proper bit of pathway first, and then we can have a look at the improper bit afterwards. Another plate. Excellent. Right, that's probably the way that I'm meant to go, because that's got all the lights down it. So, let me have a little wander through all of this ancient Egyptian poop, whilst I see if there's anything down this way. There is indeed. There is a box. An empty box. Now this was a massive waste of an afternoon, wasn't it? Anything down here? I don't think there's going to be any traps down here. At least I sincerely hope there's not going to be any traps. I can't see much productive use coming out of stabbing bits of pedal with big spikes coming out of the floor and all that jazz. I can see some advantage to finding a big spike that comes out of the floor and stabs that fly that keeps running in front of the camera. But never mind. Alright then. We're going to play a little bit of Vanish, it seems. Where are the monsters that are hiding down here? I like that the it doesn't tell me where the pipes are going to connect to the rest of the world. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's a maze, and I'm probably going to get lost down here very quickly and very easily. Is that just leading back to where we were before? I reckon so. Yes. Alright then. A pathway down there. That seems to lead to freedom and happiness. I see a bit of moonlight. How very romantic. Alright then. If we go through here, hopefully there'll be another exit which will be a bit more open. Not really, but there is a bit of treasure. That's nice. Hopefully we can get up to 10,000 by the time we get out of here. At last. We have found the exit through which we can catapult ourselves. And here is a candlestick. Just in case you wanted to read a book down here amongst all of the human waste. Right. There's another fly? Okay, how did you get in? Man alive, I feel like my channel is centered to nothing more than a commentary on the flies in my room. Alright, hello Aslan. You seem very, very cross about something. Probably about the quality of this video. Alright then, never mind any of that. What on earth was that? I couldn't even identify what musical instrument that was, let alone what it was supposed to be telling me. Alright then, let's grab this other candlestick. Huzzah! We have got to 5 figures. Hooray. We have another candlestick. Man alive, this is very, very pretty. The lighting is done extremely nicely. Alright then, where are we now? We are now in the cistern. We can go out to the prison. We can get to the catacombs. What I think is the throne room. And the eastern entrance. Alright, presumably the eastern entrance is going to be where we escape by. So let's go to the prison first. Let's go and see what an ancient Egyptian BDSM dungeon looks like, shall we? Not by going down here, because there's nothing down here. Because I have misread my map, and I am not going to get my Boy Scouting badge. Oh, dear. I didn't miss anything, did I? I do not believe so. No. Okay, that's going to be the bit which goes off, yeah, towards the throne room, because that's heading off to the left. So this will be the way to the prison. Alright then, let's go and see if we can start an Elder Scrolls game down here. Oh man, I haven't seen windows to prisons like that in a very long time. I guess that makes sense. Back when this tomb was built, they were probably, new and in fashion. Again with the weird mechanical mooing noise. Oh dear. Ooh, torture chamber! Lovely stuff. A potion! Potion collected. Ooh. Oh, and that went into my inventory. A red bottle of liquid substance. It looks like blood. How exciting. This is locked. Ooh. This is interesting. What do I need this potion for? I thought I was just trying to escape now, but... Oh, sorry. When I came around this door, I looked at the back of that chair. Now, the little curvy bit at the top I mistook for a head. And these two metal brackets... No, sorry, wooden brackets down the side here. I mistook those for little gaps between a body down the middle and little arms at the edge, and I saw the backs of the legs as little legs of the person and thought there was a little demon over there. Turns out it was just me being stupid. Just get out of the way in case there's a battering ram. Load it up! Goodness sake. Ghosts, those things that can't go through doors until someone opens them for them. Oh, for goodness sake, I have not seen the light of the day since I was brought down here into this dark hellhole. I have no sense of time now. Despite my innocence, they do not listen. There is no food, and they keep torturing us on a daily basis. Everything feels so pointless right now. I hope it will be over soon. I don't know how much more I can take. If you find this letter, tell those noisy people to leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep down here. It means that I have finally found my peace, and hopefully have heard my prayers. Oh dear, do not let this fate fall upon others. Poor old Richard. Probably torturing him for all of his Richard relocations. Would she stop breathing quite so much, my friends? Giddy on. Alright then, here is a plate. It seems like this kid got some food. This one didn't, but never mind. At least he got a paper and pencil. It's just something to be glad about, I suppose. Anything in here? No. Just a bucket. Thankfully empty, thinking about what it might contain, given that it's in a prison cell that doesn't seem to have a waste disposal system. We'll get to all of the torture in a minute. We'll get to the most kinky element of this room in just a tizzity tick. Right, what have we here? We have some stocks. For somebody very, very, very short, or presumably somebody lying on their tummy. We have a uncomfortable pommel horse for making sure that your prisoners are fit and also uncomfortable. Ah, we have a rack. Excellent. And a little demon's pitchfork, I suppose you'd call it, because I suppose you wouldn't call it a trident. Oh, kids. Oh, I can't even think of anything to describe this. I'm just looking at it and imagining how it would feel. Oof, dear. I guess the worst part is the heavier you are, the more uncomfortable it's going to be, because the more pressure there's going to be on it. Right then, what have we here? We are at full capacity with no room for new prisoners. Those sentenced to death have been decapitated within a week and their remains thrown into the pit. Do whatever it takes. Get a new executioner or move. The list of criminal scum is too long. Maybe somebody needs to convince the king to not be such a meanie face all the time. Is there a way to open this, I wonder? Do you mind? I'm trying to think. Because it doesn't say that this connects to anywhere, but this might be another secret area. There is something in there. It's like a load of blood and there's a skull. There's definitely something of interest there. But how does one open this? There must be a way to do that. There must be... Oh, there's a lever here. I mistook that for just another candlestick thing. Uh-huh. Alright then. So that's one of them opened. Giddy aunt. It's like a rolling pin if you really hate your bit of dough. Goodness. Alright, maybe there's another lever somewhere which I can yank upon. Let me look for a second, see if I can find anything that might be useful for getting that open. Aha! It was here, next to the bucket. Another secret area. Oh goodness, this was the execution chamber where they were chopping people's blocks off. At least they went in the darkness. You expect me to fall down there? Maybe on a second attempt. But not right now, no. I don't need any more. Can I drink this perhaps? Can I combine it with this? No, I can just move things around to be tidy. Alright then. So what do I need the potion for? Maybe there's something I can do in like the throne room or the what was the other room? The catacombs, yes. Perhaps there's something I can do in one of those rooms that will require the blood. Perhaps I can make like an offering of a sacrifice, the death of an innocent person perhaps. Blood of an innocent person even, if I can get my words the right way around. Perhaps I can do that to summon a spirit or something. Perhaps. Mind you, if the king has been ordering all these people to die, then perhaps perhaps he's the one that wants an offering of blood. It's locked! I need a key. Alright, well, I thought I'd go there first, because that seemed a bit less sort of dramatic and final than the throne room. But let us find the throne room. Let us examine the place where the local important person parks his patoot. Aha! There is the place where the local important person parks his patoot. What have we here? We have a room. A silver key. Goodness, I've graduated from my iron one. What does this say? I need more and better blood samples from the executed prisoners. Do not wait too long. The last samples you gave me are unusable for the ritual. The key on the table unlocks the catacombs. Take these bottles and put them on the specific tombs. The king dislikes when people are roaming around in there, so be quick about it. Also remember to lock the catacombs when you are done and return the key to this table. Says... Oh... Goodness... I want to say Ciso, but that looks like the beginning of the name of Caesar, which is the anglicised pronunciation, so I'm wondering whether a more correct pronunciation might actually be Kaiso. Here we are, lots of empty bottles. Interesting. What's that? Wait, what's that? That's a flag. Excuse me a moment. I'm pretty convinced I know where that is the flag of, but I just want to make sure before I say something offensive. Yep, that's the flag of Denmark. Okay. I know Northern Europe and Scandinavia have a long and, well, and quite bloody history, what with all the Vikings and the, and all of the relevant groups that were around, but I didn't think they were quite this into that sort of stuff. But okay then. Can I take these bottles with me then? Empty bottle collected. I don't need any more. Okay, so I can only carry the one bottle. Can you see that? There's almost like a little face in that bottle. How bizarre. Alright then. Let's have another wander around here, see if there's anything else around here. Some little engravings here. And what does this say? The power of life grants the light. The power of life, like blood, grants the light. So it, like, turns the lights on. Okay, most of it's used like a switch, but you know. That's what I get for being mainstream. What does this do? It is some sort of socket, but something is missing. How curious. Would you stop trying to blow out my lights? Screw off. Ye spooky ghost person. What have we here? I do not know. Leave the crown at the pedestal. The crown cannot be collected again. Do nothing. Oh. Ooh, interesting. Multiple endings and excitement to be had here. Fascinating. Alright then. Let me go down to the catacombs first and see what we've got going on down there. Goodness, it's like the Hall of the Dead. I feel like a slightly funny looking cannibal is going to come along and greet me in a second. Alright then. They've got ladders like an old library has. Right. I'm always impressed by how much this character can jump. Must have legs made of hydraulics. Do you mind? Okay, so that's 3 potential potions that I can gather. Goodness, I think someone fell down the steps and broke their hip, by the sounds of it. So there's up to 3 potions that I can gather. Can I open this? Ooh, I can! A dagger! How exciting. Look, just because I made a plunder doesn't mean I can't set your souls to rest. Alright? Just consider it payment for my labours. Alright? You've seen how expensive labour is these days. Goodness sake. Alright, never mind. So this is about... Ooh, goodness. Oh, there's a big sword in this. Hello, are you the king? You might be the king, judging by your, press D, nothing happened. Judging by the centralness of your grave. What does this message say? Only a kindred can be blessed by the fires of green. Right. I'm going to sit here and pretend like I've got a baldies what you're talking about. Oh, there's a lever here. Oh. Thank you, sir. Your big Roman bonds. Oh, hello. Secret area. Indeed. I'm exploring a lot of secret areas right now. Goodness. It's almost like the date went well. Alright, let's have this as well. These aren't really the fires of green, these are more the fires of blue. Alright. This looks like a place where you might do a ritual. What can I do? Hold the dagger in the flame, put the crown in the flame, or do nothing. Oh, goodness. Ow. How exciting. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to put the dagger in the flame. That's pretty. Can I have that, please? Dagger collected. Interesting. I don't know what that did. I don't know whether that just like increased its value. The dagger now has a greenly glow. Goodness. Can I use these things here somehow? No, I do not believe so. Alright. Well, that was cool. I don't know whether that just like increases its value, but I don't think the dagger is a bit of treasure, because it's here in my inventory, rather than just contributing to my score. Right then. I'm not convinced I know what we achieved, and I still don't know what these potions are for. But, hello. Were you the person that fell down and broke their hip? Maybe you rolled out of bed and realised it was quite a long way down. Ah, interesting. Well, now I'm not sure what to do, because on the one hand, I really want to escape with all of my various regalia of treasure. But on the other hand, I really want to find the last couple of secrets to this place, because there's something real interesting going on around here. There's this, but I don't know what to put in there, because it's not the dagger. And I know I can leave the crown behind, but I'm not sure exactly what purpose that's going to serve. Something mysterious is going on. And what about these empty bottles? Oh. Maybe it's here in the bowl, ye big dunce. Right, pour the red liquid from the bottle into the bowl. Hang on, this is going to kill me, isn't it? Because it's not high enough quality. Oh, goodness. Empty the bowl or do nothing. Oh, dear. I feel I've made a bit of a boo-boo. Good afternoon, sir. How are you today? There's a passageway that wasn't here before. Let me explore what we've got here first before we go off and get ourselves killed. Doing some painting and decorating, Rory. Oh, no! Please say there's a way out here. Lay yourself to rest. The king decides your fate. Oh, no. I've screwed it all up. Oh, goodness. It's like that toy you could buy ages ago, which was like a spider in a box with a spring in it that would jump out when you, when you open the box. Oh, dear. It seems my time has come. Lie down, there's no going back, or do nothing. Do nothing, mate, is the epitome of not lying down. There's literally nothing else I could do in here. Oh, no. Alright, fine. I guess I got the bad ending. Secrets found 3 of 6. Deaths 11. You're not kidding. Alright then. I guess I got to the dumb ending. Oh. It closed upon me, and I never left. 500 years later? Oh, goodness. Off into the space age. Hi. You're going to boing out as well. Ah, see, this person had a brain between their ears, and they left. Yep. See? They're going down to the prison, just like I did. And they're going to get one of the potions. No, they went and chucked me down in the pit. Which isn't very pleasant of them. And then I did a bit of a dance, because, you know, that's exactly what you do when you die. You laid yourself to rest inside the coffin, but unfortunately never woke up again. Your soul is now trapped in the pit for all eternity. Oh, fiddlesticks! The wretched ending of 12? 12 endings! Goodness, I'm impressed. We shall get to the credits. No, we shan't get to the credits later, because we're doing the credits now. It would seem. Goodness. I really like this. I do want to try and get a couple of other endings, though. I appreciate we've been going quite a long time. I'm not going to get all 12. There's just a couple of things I want to do. I guess you can probably leave with the crown immediately. You can probably leave the crown behind and leave. And, you have other things. I shall explore them. Indeed, I shall. This is probably going to take me back to the desktop, so I'm going to stop talking for a moment. Turns out I was right. And I'm just going to get us back to where we were. I'm going to get the crown, I think. And we'll maybe do the ending where we leave the crown behind. But then again, I also want to do the ritual with my own blood. Because I feel like maybe if you do it with the normal dagger, maybe you just die of losing blood loss. Losing blood loss. Well done, old boy. Or maybe if you do it with like the blessed dagger, or assume it's blessing it with the fire. But then what happens if you bless the crown and leave that? So many options. I wish to explore them all, but I have not the time. We'll just do a couple. Yeah, I'm not going to get like any of the loot as I progress through, so my loot score is going to be atrocious. But yeah, give me a minute. I'll get us back to where we were, and we'll have another look at a different ending. Alrighty then. Would you stop here? I need to talk to the nice people. Alright, I have the crown and I have the dagger. This time, I'm going to put the crown in the flame. I do find myself wondering whether there's something else you can put in the flame. Because surely otherwise it would be the dagger as number 1 and then the crown as number 2. Oh, nothing happened. Oh, well. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Giddy out. Fine then, we'll do the dagger this time. Giddy out, can I have it this time? Alright then. I was going to do the special crown and leave it behind and then try to escape. But what I guess I'll do this time is use the dagger to give my own blood. But this is going to be the special dagger, so maybe something different will happen. Sacrifice your blood using the dagger. Let's see how this differs. Whether now I am some sort of a different person. Hello, spooky person. Would you like your crown back? You're not getting it. I still have no idea what this does, you know. Do I get a different ending now? Because this is still shutting behind me. Boing! Let's see if anything different happens, whether I give the blood from the bottle or I give the blood from myself. Okay, so you're given the score screen. Let's see if anything different happens regarding this. Okay, something different has happened already. Well, this is nice. Ow. I just banged my hand on my desk. That is not as nice. I have escaped. Huzzah! I'm going to run off into the forest. Collect some berries. You have broken the curse by performing the ritual correctly. You are the true descendant of the king, and now you are free. Excellent. Blessed ending. Oh, I'm so happy. Right then, presumably if you use the dagger without blessing the dagger first, then everything goes a bit awry. Fair dues then. The only other thing I want to see, presumably you can get a kind of a greedy ending where you take all of the treasure and all of the crown and then you leave. I'm curious to see if you get sort of a waste of time ending if you collect none of the treasure and you leave the crown in the throne room. I still don't know what that socket's all about. Because I can't use the dagger on it, I can't use the crown on it either. There must be something. Something that you put in there that does something. But, I'm going to... yeah, I'll do it again. But this time we'll try leaving the crown behind and see what's down that passageway to the eastern entrance. Because maybe that isn't actually an exit and it's just blocked off. And the only way to escape is by doing the ritual. That seems likely. But let's see what happens if we leave the crown behind. Alright. I have me the crown. I have nothing else. But let's see what happens if I leave the crown. Ooh. Stone disc. Ooh. A disc carved from stone with a metal cylinder on its backside. Aha. That must be what goes here. I wonder whether that opens the eastern entrance. I've never actually been down this corridor before, so I don't know if it's blocked. There wasn't that light there before, however. I see. I reckon you can't escape with the crown unless you perform the ritual correctly. And this area is actually blocked, and you have to do something with the ritual to get out. So if you leave the crown, you don't escape with the crown, but you can escape with everything else. You can escape with all of the candlesticks and the plates and the goblets and stuff. However, I haven't escaped with anything because I've been running through here very quickly. Oh, I'm supposed to be interacting, sorry. Leave the dungeon, there's no going back. Yes, I wish to leave and not have enough treasure to retire. Right. Treasure? None. Secrets? None. Deaths? 2. If you're wondering what I died to one of the spirits as I was trying to get the crown. And in the passageway going towards the cathedral, where there was a little rectangles of squares on the floor, which I avoided because I thought they were traps. I thought that actually they probably weren't traps, so I decided to run over them, and I did, and all of the rocks fell down, and I got impaled on those spikes, which was less than sublime. But here's something that is sublime. This game. And the silly thing is when I looked at a Itch.io page, I wasn't particularly enthused or impressed. I thought it looked relatively basic and simple, not very exciting, but I thought it was worth a try. But this is amazing, right? This is actually fantastic. This is genuinely one of the most impressive things I've seen in a long time. This is a really nice little dungeon explorer and sort of treasure finder with a nice little, just a tiny bit of story, not a massive amount of story that gets in the way, but just enough story to be interesting and be intriguing, with lovely sound design and very nice lighting, and something which is really nice to see in an indie game is it doesn't just reuse free assets, which is lovely, as I know that's tempting to do, and I am one for making something out of free stuff. I do appreciate the hypocrisy in my statement, but yeah, it's just nice when you don't see the same sort of assets and enemy designs in like every single indie game you play, which probably doesn't matter that much to your casual player, but obviously to me, as someone that plays things far too much, then you know, it's just nice to see some like original stuff, and this is genuinely really enjoyable and really fun, and I really like it. I do wonder how many other endings you've got. So I got 3, right? I got a bad ending where I emptied the blood from the vessels into the what's the word I'm looking for? Receptacle. That's the word I'm looking for. I found it eventually. I wanted to say sepulchre for some stupid reason. It's just not the correct word at all. And then got in a coffin, which killed me. Then if you sacrifice your own blood with a blessed dagger, you get the good ending, which also lets you leave with a crown, or you can give up the crown in order to leave with the rest of the treasure that you've got. I don't know what other endings you could get, really. I don't know, I doubt you'd get a different ending if you escaped with some treasure, or whether, I doubt you'd get different endings if you saw all of the secret areas. They're probably just little sort of measurements of how much you've explored and stuff. Maybe if you use the dagger without blessing it first. I feel like that would be why. I get why the ritual worked with my blood, though, because at the end it said I was the descendant of the king, which must mean it requires noble blood, not the blood of a prisoner, so not the blood of a criminal, or if some of those notes were to be believed, not the blood of just an innocent person. It needed the blood of a noble, perhaps, some sort of special blood. And now I'm beginning to understand what that thing in the catacombs said, where it talked about kindred something. I can't remember what it said. Kindred something or other. Because kindred means sort of like sort of kindred spirits, sort of, you know, like spirits that sort of understand each other. So that must mean what it meant. It could only be done successfully by someone who was like the king, like his descendant, for example. So all of that begins to make sense now, which is lovely. I really like that. I really do indeed. I wish I had the time to see all the other endings, but I'm aware, somebody pointed out that I have a horrible habit of making videos that are the length of movies, so while I'm into the long form of videos, maybe not into like 2-hour-long videos, so I shall leave the other endings for you to get if you want to do them. So yeah, that was really good. I'm genuinely really impressed by playing that, and I will definitely look at these two as well. I'll have a look and see what other stuff that they have made, because genuinely very impressed. Anyway, I'll stop nattering on and end the video, shall I? So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and